We have just set a precedence. We are not slipping. We are not losing 2 games in a row. We've just beat second bottom. That means we're not going down.
If you don't have a song, you may as well not go to the pub at all.
Lads.
Watch this.
Blades, welcome to a brand new video. I'm in good nick and I've just seen my team, Sheffield United, beat Norwich 2-1 at Carrow Road. It sets an absolute precedent. It says we are not slipping, we are not losing games, we are coming back strong. We might have struggled to beat Newcastle at home, we may have done. It happens. A lot of teams have struggled to beat Newcastle this season. Some teams have found it quite easy to beat Newcastle. But it doesn't matter now. We've gone away to Carrow Road and beaten Norwich City. They might be second bottom, but after that first half, I was absolutely fearing the worst. Anyway, so what happened? He started with the team that he probably should have started with against Newcastle. Just carrying on our unbeaten run away from home with another brilliant victory. So, like I say, he started with the team that is Dean Henderson, Baldock, Stevens, Jack O'Connell, Basham, Egan. The defence has been so excellent this season. The midfield, same again. We've got Norwood, we've got Fleck and we've got Lundstrom. All of them had a bit of a difficult game against Newcastle, not creating too much. However, they were excellent again today. Let's not talk about that. Let's carry on. David McGoldrick and Lise Mousset were back up top, which is our best strike force. It definitely is. Not saying anything bad about McBurney and Sharp. It was a difficult game against Newcastle, but Didsey and Mousset were great again today. Didsey was something else. Anyway, so let's start. We were awful in that first half. So bad. Really bad. Like one of the worst games I've seen us all season, really. Well, one of the worst halves. Probably near enough as bad as Chelsea. But it was kind of a bit of basketball at first. Not like kind of attack. It was kind of Norwich would have a 5-minute spell where we couldn't get out of our own half. Then we'd have a 5-minute spell where they could get out of their own half, and then they would, and then we would, and then towards the end of the half, well, kind of when Tete scored in the 27th minute, they were all over us. We couldn't get out. We had a couple of good chances, we really did. I'm just trying to remember them now. Didsey, just before Tete scored, had a bit of a similar kind of effort where the ball came across. It kind of just landed to Didsey's feet, and as he was it landed just in front of it. As he came on to strike it, their defender got a leg up, and he kind of didn't strike it as he wanted to. It took a deflection and went through to Krul, which he gathered it quite comfortably down to his right. And then they get a corner. The ball comes in. A few people jump up for it. I think it was Zimmerman and Didsey. They both went up together. Neither of them with the ball. It just kind of dropped. Came out to Tete and just smashed it with his left foot into the bottom corner. And from there, I was like, we need something. We need to come back from this now. We need to show a little bit of heart, a bit of bottle, and get back onto him. And we didn't do that. We struggled. We really did. And then we went into half time, and I was like, what's going to happen here? It's that we're either going to come out flying and score a goal, or if we don't score a goal in the first 10-15 minutes, they might come back onto us, and it might be quite difficult. But we did. We came out all guns blazing, 49th minute. See, this is what we normally do in the first half. All guns blazing for the first 10-15 minutes, especially at home. And I was a little bit disappointed about how poor we were in that first half. And Wilder and the Sheffield United team always surprise me. Always. Like against Newcastle, I thought, we'll break them down. We didn't. Today, after that first half, I was fearing the worst, if I'm honest. We'd drawn a lot of matches against decent teams that we should have beaten. We then lost to Newcastle at home, which put it down as one of them games where we should have won, but we didn't. Like I say, a lot of teams have struggled to break Newcastle down, and they've got enough quality there to win games. So I was a little bit worried coming into the game, thinking if we lose again today, it's a bit of a slump. But at the same time thinking this is a perfect game to come in and be like, no, we are going to kind of not stop the rot. We've just kind of not won a game in a little bit of a time. So yeah, I was worried. I was slightly worried, but thinking this could be the game just to propel us back in. And after that first half, we were awful. We were so bad. I was fearing the worst into that second half, but this showed us exactly what they're all about. Week in, week out, they just rise into every occasion. So, yeah, and Stevens scored the goal, and I missed it. I turned my back for 1 second. Bulldog put the ball into the box, and Stevens kind of got on top of, is it Jamal Lewis? No, it's not. I forgot the guy's name. Max Aarons. He got right on top of him and kind of stopped him from jumping, kind of like, not held him, but he kind of like, you're not going anywhere, I'm winning this, and just jumped up, used his strength and put it in the far corner, which Krul had no chance, absolutely no chance. But that just shows who we are, Sheffield United. We have both bloody fullbacks attacking at the same time. There's not many teams that do that. If a left back's flying up the wing, normally a right back comes and sits in and the defence sit in, and that's how it normally goes, but not us. We're flying the left back and the right back forward. Basham again getting forward. Jack O'Connell not so much. I don't know if Wilder's told Jack to stay back more. I don't know if that's the case, because the last few games I've not seen Jack O'Connell attack that much really. So yeah, anyway, Enda Stevens scored that brilliant header, really good. It wasn't the header that did it for me. It was the fact that he saw a kind of opening. Fair enough, the ball came into the box. It was lovely. It was a lovely kind of area for him to run onto and smack it in the back of the net. But the fact that he ran up to Aarons, he knew exactly what to do, kind of like just hold him there and then just put it into the corner. It showed kind of that little bit of thought that I can just get in there and I'll do that anyway. Brilliant header, really good. And we carried on from there. I don't think they had many attempts really, not many good attacks. I think we held them quite well to what we kind of, well, we only let them do what we wanted them to do, if you like. So anyway, straight after Stevens scored, Bulldog scores. From left wing back to right wing back. It's brilliant. That's exactly what we want to see. This is the Sheffield United team. This is the DNA of the Sheffield United team. It's amazing football to watch. You've got to love it. And not that I care about Wednesday, but when I looked at the Wednesday score, I was like, oh, bloody hell, Wednesday were 1-0 down and they've gone and won 2-1. So I bet they've looked at the scores today and thought, oh, bloody hell, Sheffield United were 1-0 down away and they've won 2-1. It's quite nice to think about. Anyway, so Bulldog, yeah, 52nd minute, 3 minutes after the ball came to him, he tricked Vrancic twice. Nice little turn, and then that little feint and go back that way. Oh, beautiful. He got nowhere near him. When did Bulldog turn into bloody Neymar or Mbappe? When did he do that? However, the shot was great. The shot was across the keeper, which is the best thing to do, because if you hit it towards the front post, the keeper can turn it around the post. If you hit it across the goal, that means that another player can get a touch on it, maybe put it in the back of the net. The keeper could push it across for another player to have a tap in. That's always the best thing to do. Across the goal, make the keeper work. He hit it. I've not seen it. I've not seen it again. I've not seen a replay of it, but he hit it, and it looked like it kind of went through his hands or over his hands, Tim Krul. So you can't blame Tim Krul for the first one. You definitely can blame him for the second one. I think you can anyway. So yeah, that's 2-1 within the space of 3 minutes. Excellent. So then Mousse kind of goes down the right-ish, and then no, he doesn't. Sorry. Mousse, the ball's coming up in the air, he goes up for it, lands funny. I was joking saying, oh, Mousse, it's around the 60th minute and Mousse is struggling again, which that's what happens at the moment. I think he needs a good pre-season to kind of get him back into it, because he's really struggling with injuries. Keeps getting injured. He either keeps getting injured or he's tired. But he's brilliant. He didn't do too much today. I'm going to be honest, he didn't do that much today. But yeah, he runs them ragged. That's what he does. So Mousse came off and Callum Robinson came on. Didn't do that much, Callum Robinson, if I'm honest. Mo Besic came on for Norwood as well, which I thought Mo did really well. Getting them tackles in. I think did he get booked really quickly? No, he didn't get booked. He brought someone down instantly as soon as he came on. I think that's what I was thinking of. But no, he got stuck in. He sat in. He did kind of what Norwood would do. But I think he's a more of a defensive player rather than pinging passes all over the place. But he's very, very good on the ball. So like, he'll break up something and instead of just knocking it somewhere. Whereas I think Norwood's a little bit like that. Whereas I don't think Norwood's great in tight spaces. Whereas I think Besic is. So it was good to see him come on, win a ball, kind of not just boot it away, kind of think about it, turn, lay it off, and then get rid of it. So yeah, I thought Mo had a decent enough game. Then they went for it and they put on Cantwell and Jamal Lewis. Cantwell, brilliant player. I don't know why he's not playing. I really don't. Maybe he doesn't kind of match their style, what they want to go for. But he came on and he had probably Norwich's best chance of the whole game. Tete's was kind of like, you see lots of players have shots on the edge of the box where it's just a snapshot. And Tete did that later on. He had a shot and it went miles wide. So it's one of them things. Tete's got a great shot on him. And the first one flew in the back of the net. In the second half it didn't. But Cantwell, he just kind of ran all the way through the defence. And he got played in, I think it was by Buendia. Just played in beautifully just to run through. And the thing is, you can't touch him. He's a great footballer, a great dribbler of the ball. You just can't touch him in the box. And I was saying earlier on that the thing is with VAR as well, anything, if he gets a little touch, if the ref says no, it goes to VAR. Nowadays, he's probably going to give it. But he got through and had a shot he probably should have scored. But Dino made an absolute worldie of a save. Won us that game, to be fair. However, I've just remembered the reason why I get my phone out just to have a look at kind of what happened at 1 minute and stuff, just to jog my memory, because it's so easy to watch a match and then completely forget everything that's happened. And the reason why I've completely forgot about Basham's phantom sending off is because obviously it's not on there. So what happened was, it was the weirdest sort of second half, because we scored and it was disallowed. But the referee blew the whistle kind of just before the ball hit the back of the net because it was offside. However, when John Joe Shelby was going through, the referee didn't blow the whistle against Newcastle. So you tell me how that works. The referee blew the whistle because our player was offside. However, we carried on, shot, scored. The referee then he couldn't give the goal because he'd already blown the whistle. Obviously, then it goes to VAR, and then VAR's like, yeah, he was just offside. So the ref got away with that one. He really did, because he shouldn't be blowing the whistle then, should he? If the referee didn't blow the whistle for John Joe Shelby's, he shouldn't be blowing the whistle when someone's offside and we're having a shot. Anyway, I can't remember who it was, but someone had a shot. It went in the bottom corner. Turns out Lundstrom was offside again. He needs to sort them feet out. He's constantly offside with them big toes. But yeah, Lundstrom was offside. However, just before that, Basham got fouled. Basham should have had a penalty. Basham went through. Their man from behind went like that into his back. How was a penalty not given? How did the ref not give the penalty? And how did VAR not give the penalty? I can't wait to see it on Match of the Day tonight to see what the guys from, obviously, Match of the Day think. Because that was 100% a penalty in my eyes. I don't know how you can't give it. Anyway, so that all happened. And I was saying just before the game, we hadn't had a penalty this season or given away a penalty this season. And I thought, right, it's stopping today. And we didn't get it for some reason. I thought, from there on, I thought, we're going to bloody concede now, aren't we? After that, because it should have been 3-1. Anyway, so it carries on and Basham flies into a tackle. Now, don't get me wrong, like, if he'd have won the ball, that'd have been an excellent tackle. Poof, straight through him. That's what you want to see. You want to see them. But he missed the ball. And that's the thing. He missed the ball, but he also missed the man. And the problem is, if the player wouldn't have rolled around like he'd just broken his neck, well, he can't roll around when he's broken his neck. Broken his foot. But if he'd have taken his foot completely off, I'd have been like, fair enough, lad. But he didn't even touch him. Did not even touch him for a second. And that's the reason why Basham got sent off and then they brought him back on. And the thing was, I wasn't 100% sure if that went to VAR or not. My dad said, nah, VAR can't check that, but obviously it can. Which is great to see because he didn't touch him. And fair enough, Basham dived in a bit too much. Again, it would have been a great tackle if he'd have won the ball. But the commentators were saying, it were reckless. He's not even looking at the ball. Like, what are you on about, man? He's not looking at anything else other than the ball. The ball's there, and he's gone to play it. The thing is, if you're trying to injure someone or trying to hurt someone, you go in with your studs to try and hurt them. You don't go in like you're trying to strike a ball with your side foot. And that's what he did. He came in and he went to tackle with kind of like his side foot to play it away. You don't do that if you're trying to hurt someone. And his eyes were on the ball at all time. Basham wouldn't do a thing like that. Basham is probably, out of all the squad, he seems like the fairest, nicest bloke. So Basham would never do that in a million years. So Bash got sent off. Ref confused me as well because he pulled the card out of his top pocket. It's like, it's always back pocket, ref, what are you doing? But anyway, he pulls the card out of his top pocket. It's a red. Absolutely devastating. So I'm like, backs to the walls now. Basham walks off and then I think Basham knew that he'd not touched him. So he was kind of waiting around and then VAR were like, nah, he's not touched him. Still got a booking. Didn't touch him, but he got a booking. Weird. Anyway, so that's about it. I've gone in a bit of a different order, not chronological order, because the Basham thing happened before the Campwell thing. But that was how it went. And it's just excellent to see them win another game, obviously. It's always great to see your team win a game, but the fact is that we were so terrible in the first half. We weren't that bad. We created some chances, but we weren't great in the final third. We kept letting them get behind us. They created quite a bit of chances in the first half and obviously scored. So we weren't great. We weren't as bad as we were at Chelsea in the first half. But it's coming back from that. It's like Wilder going into the dressing room and saying, come on, lads, you're better than that. You know that. What are you doing? This is not us. And it's brilliant to see him come back and be like, no, this isn't us. We're going to make sure we don't lose this game. And we did. It was brilliant to see both wing-backs score a goal as well. Didsey again had some good chances, especially one right towards the end. It was on an angle. It was quite kind of, I don't know what to say. It was at an angle. The defender was trying to close him down. The keeper closing him down. He had so much time. He could have lifted it over the keeper. Just get it on target, Dids. Get it on target, mate. And he probably would have scored. So anyway, it'll come. And even if it won't come, if Didsey doesn't score one goal all season, as long as everybody else is scoring, I don't care. Didsey's still playing excellently. He's still playing brilliantly. So I think it's more in his head than anything else. I think as soon as that one goal comes, another one, then another one, then another one. Anyway, I've been talking for 19 minutes and 2 seconds, so I'm going to leave you. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please subscribe. Come on, you blades. Well done. On to the next one. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And if my content is something that you might like to see more of in the future, hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on. Oh yeah, and stay good, Nick.